Okay, here we go. Here we go, y'all. What is going on? Been a few days. What is it, man? Like maybe 3 or 4 days since the last live stream. Yes, sir. Give y'all a few minutes to come in here, and then we can chop it up a little bit on some fights. Like always. Let's do this weekend wrap, man. Do this weekend wrap and talk about some other fights, you know, whatever. Just chilling out today, man. Got this Monday off, so I'm just relaxed. Yeah. All right, so let me see. How's that look? How's everybody's weekend? Hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm just chilling. Okay, so we get started here in a minute. Give y'all a few minutes to come up in here. Let's see, got Robert Henry in the building. Robert, what's going on? Yeah, man. Had some good weekend, good fights this weekend, man. The only thing I was looking forward to that Julia fight though. Julia and Julia. Marcus, what's going on? Yeah, man. So we talking weekend wrap. Do this weekend wrap. Reneau versus Macy Chiasson. Of course, Cheyenne Bays. Just want you know y'all thoughts on those fights. Cheyenne Bays versus Montserrat Conejo. Yeah. And then whatever. You know, if there's any other fights y'all want to talk about that's coming up. I mean, we can even talk about Kat Zingano versus Olivia Parker. Man, that's crazy. I didn't see that coming. Olivia Parker, Bellator 256. Yeah. Man, I'm not really, honestly, not feeling that matchup. I'm not feeling that matchup for Kat. I thought Kat was going to fight somebody else in the featherweight division. But yeah, we'll talk about that towards the end. I'll probably be on here maybe like, for sure I'm going to be on here maybe till 8:30 tops. I ain't going to be here all night. Got some stuff to do. Colton, what's going on, man? My thoughts on Conejo allegedly spitting on Cheyenne at the end of the fight. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We're going to hold my thoughts on that till we get to that fight. We will talk about that here in a minute, Colton. Ugh. So yeah, man, what other fights are coming up? What fights are y'all looking forward to? Well, no, before we talk about that, which one of these fights were your favorite? Turn this sound down a little bit. I don't know. It's Kat ducking. I mean, Kat has a lot of choices to be fighting. I don't know why she's choosing Olivia Parker. So, but yeah, man, let's get started here. Welcome back to another CB99 live stream. Combo Breaker 99, of course, is behind the mic. So yeah, man, let's talk about these fights. Had some good fights this weekend, good WMMA fights. Unfortunately, Avila versus Stoyarenko got canceled. Because Stoyarenko, she fainted twice. She was in bad shape. Trying to keep the weight down. She put out a video, said it really wasn't just the weight. It was trying to keep the weight off for 6 hours, which to me is the same thing. I mean, however she wanted to chop it up and serve it to us, it still has something to do with her trying to cut down to a weight she shouldn't be at. So which I've already talked about it. But I just wanted to address that just in case y'all didn't know. Stoyarenko like damn near fainted 2 times at the weigh-in, fell off the scale, and they had to carry out on a stretcher. And yeah, hopefully she can bounce back. Hopefully this is a thing or a certain time where they can just say, look, it's time to put these 145 pounders in this ghost town division. You know what I mean? Maybe now they'll try to do something with this so-called division. So yeah, that what else happened? Julia Avila, she cut ties with her gym. I don't know too much about that yet. I just saw like the post on Instagram. So Julia Avila is no longer with her gym. BJ, what's going on, man? I'm just relaxing today, man. I'm just chilling out, laid back on here with y'all, man. Let's see, Julia Avila. That's gonna be it's gonna be crazy, man, because she gotta go find another gym. I have to go through like some different gyms, make some recommendations. Like, who do y'all think? I might actually do a video on that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, those are some more fights we got coming up. Okay. BJ in the house. BJ said Poliana Pateo versus De La Rosa. Oh, so what's her name? Jin Kim is out. I guess Jin Kim is out, huh? Because she was really supposed to be fighting Poliana. No, you mean Poliana Viana, right? Poliana Viana's supposed to be fighting Montana De La Rosa. Hold on now, let me double check here. Oh no, maybe, never mind. No, Poliana Viana's a strawweight, my bad. Yeah, because hold on. Unless somebody had to pull out. I'm just double checking here before we get to talking, because y'all bringing up some other fights here, so I got to know now. I got to know. Okay. Ariane Lipsky. Montana De La Rosa is fighting Lipsky. Montana fights Ariane Lipsky in June. And Poliana Mateo fights Jin Kim. Yeah, they still got Ariane Lipsky scheduled to face Montana De La Rosa, BJ. Yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, let's go back here. Exactly, yeah. Ariane Lipsky's fighting De La Rosa. All right, man. So yeah, we had 2 good fights. First off, let's talk Macy Chiasson versus Marion Reneau. Let's state the obvious, man. Marion Reneau, she put on a very solid, spirited performance against a much larger woman. I mean, that's the obvious right there. I mean, Macy was big, man. Macy looked big Saturday. Girl looked like a damn lightweight. So, I really feel like Marion Reneau had her hands full just dealing with the power and the size and the strength of somebody that big. But I think that she did well. I talked about this in my post-fight analysis video. I feel like Marion Reneau was just kind of weary of the power at times. And whenever she tasted that power in the second round, it just made her whole game plan change. Because first round was competitive, but she just settled into throwing some nice strikes in that first round. You know, she was finding her rhythm. She was, you know, fighting at good angles. She was making Macy come to her. You know, Macy looked a little slow this time around, but she seemed more committed to harder punches. She didn't look sluggish. You know, she definitely looked, like I said, like a lightweight. You know, she was definitely fighting like a big woman in there. You know, like the higher divisions. You know, sometimes bantamweights, they can be quick or a little lethargic. Some of them be a little lethargic, but I thought this time around she looked slower, but she looked sharper, if that makes sense. Like the hands look good. Like when she was letting that left hook go in Reneau, it was very effective. And I think whenever Reneau tasted that power, it just changed the whole course. You know, she started trying to clinch, and Maria's a solid grappler. Like she's good in the clinch, but in that second round, man, it was like Macy was just putting weight on her. She was just the overall stronger woman, you know, mauling her, busting her up, elbows, you know, good right hands. It was just too much for Reneau. That's what I was saying. Like as I was watching it, I was like, Maria's making this as competitive as she can make it, but she's dealing with such a big fighter in there. It's almost like a bantamweight versus a lightweight, you know. I just don't I just don't get how you can continue to put this girl Macy Chiasson down to the 135-pound division. She really needs to be a featherweight. You know, so Mario made the first round competitive, won it. Second round was all Macy, just dominant, using the size, good clinch fighting. Still a little bit raw, like her skills are still raw. Like she needs to be a little bit more technical with her hands. Like I can still see as she moves up the ladder, I still see fighters like Holly Holm, Juliana Pena, of course GDR. I see like those type of fighters still taking Macy to school. You know, of course the champ, Amanda Nunes, of course the champ can do that. You know, but I still see like those type of fighters just, you know, really capitalizing on her rawness. I mean, her raw talent and her rawness is there for the lower ranked fighters. You know, it can dominate those type of fighters, you know, as you go down the list. But whenever you go up, the higher you get, you got to be more technical. You know, she's a big girl, and I mean, like, she has reach. So, you know, she needs to really develop a jab. You know, she really needs to develop that just straight shots down the middle. And I think in the third round, Marion made it very competitive. And I think the round was closer than a lot of people think. Like, I felt like Mario, the decision could have went to Mario. I know I might be in the minority with that one, but I feel like Mario Reneau could have taken that last round if Macy didn't get that last takedown. I mean, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? I thought that Macy was on the verge of losing until she got that takedown. And that's why I want to talk about Macy as a whole, like Macy Chiasson as a whole. But let me check the comment section real quick. Yeah, BJ, Chiasson looks slow. Yeah, she definitely looks slow, but effective and powerful. Still powerful. Robert Henry said, I wish Mari would done a little bit more in that fight, considering the size difference. She did a lot of good work overall. Yeah, let's talk about that, because I brought that up in my post-fight video yesterday. Mari Reneau abandoned the leg kick. She abandoned the leg kick, and she abandoned the right hand. Like, third round, whenever Macy was just waiting and just kind of coming forward, Mari Reneau should have been checking that leg. She should have been tearing that lead leg up. She should have been shooting them right hands down the pipe. She was very good in the pocket, because as soon as she would land, she would step out. She was using good angles in that first round, but Macy's left hook took away the leg kicks. It made Marion Reneau honest in that third round. She got the respect to make. She got the respect. She got the respect from Marion Reneau. She just never settled into that rhythm again in the third round. Like she was never letting the right hand go anymore. So Macy just didn't have to worry about it. She said, let me just come forward, let these hands go, clinch, take her to the ground, and boom, she solidified the third round. So yeah, BJ, Macy slowed down the third round. Yeah, BJ, she got beat up in that second round for sure. That second round for sure. Lolita, I'm not sure. What you mean? Will there be a division? You mean featherweight division? I mean, I'm hoping so. I'm praying they do make a division, man, because they're gonna have more women fainting if they keep doing it this way. So Robert said it was close, but I don't have the issue with the decision. No, I don't have a problem with it. Like that's why I said, like close fights like this, they're not robberies to me. It's cool. It's not like a bad fighter won or a bum fighter won. Macy was in there working. Like she's getting better. She looked good for a year off. I'll admit that. Macy definitely looked good. Granted, she'd been out for a year. Who was her last fight? What was her name? Was it Shanimal Young? She just had a baby. Yeah, Lolita. I'm not sure, man. Like, I'm not sure if they're gonna build it up or what. They need to. Macy's too big and strong. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that, Lolita. Okay, so spotlight on Macy real quick. All right, Macy Chiasson. I've said this about her since I've been doing videos talking about her, which is like almost 4 years. Raw talent, still a raw talent. I know she says she likes to have fun in there and try different things and just work, but I like to see more technical striking from Macy. Like I'd like to see her become more of a good sharpshooter, straight down the pipe. She's got long reach, she's got power in both hands. I like to see her be a little bit more calculated, like GDR, Amanda Nunes. I like to see her clinch fight and be a little bit more cleaner. As soon as she gets in there, she needs to just go for the tie clinch, straight knees to the body. I mean, this girl got too much size and power to just prod along in rounds and not try to finish girls. Like Macy could be a straight up finisher. Like there was no need for this fight to go to the decision. When you look at Macy's shoes, like if you're Macy landed that big shot, the big left hook in the second round. She could have finished it, but she smothered her own offense by clinching too much, So somewhere throughout these next few months and years, throughout training, she really needs to become more of a finisher. She's a finisher. Finishing is in her. None of her fights should be going to decision as of lately, especially. Well, I know even in the bantamweight division, like I said, she's really killing herself to cut weight, but still, like with her style that she needs to develop for her body, it needs to be a long, lanky puncher, Megan Anderson style. But yeah, a lot to work on with Macy. She's in the top 10 now. Let's see. Let's make sure. She was number 11 and Mari was number 9. Hang on one second here. Let's check the rankings real quick if they've been updated. Not updated yet. But yeah, she should probably be breaking into number 10 or something. Number 10 or number 9. Macy should be fighting, let's see. What do y'all think? Macy should fight Konoskaya next. That would be a good fight. Macy, Macy, Macy and Yana. Let's see if she's number 9 or number 10. Put her in there with number 5. Yeah, BJ. The top 5. Yeah, the top 5 would still beat Macy. I think the most competitive one would probably be the. Let me see. No, hold on. Let's look at the top 5. No, I think Macy beats Aspen Ladd. I think the competitive fights would be Irene and Yana. But I see Holly and GDR beating Macy. So 2 would be competitive. 1, I pick Macy to beat Aspen Ladd. Number 1 and number 2, of course, I pick Holly and GDR winning. You know. Yeah. If Yana beats her, I don't think it'll be easy, though. I don't think Yana's going to walk through Macy, though. Macy got a lot of power. Because you got to think, too, if Aspen Ladd landed on Yana, then I definitely see Macy Chiasson landing on Yana. I can definitely see that. So it'll be competitive. Yeah, so in the top 5, there's work. There's going to be some work. Irene and Yana will give Macy a good competitive fight. Tough for me to pick who to win. Aspen Ladd loses to Macy, in my opinion. I think Macy's much more. I think she's much more powerful. Yeah, I pick Macy over Aspen. GDR and Holly, they beat her. Too much experience, just too much talent there, too much skill. Yeah, so Martin Reneau, man, hoping the best for her. I want to see her bounce back. Man, at her age, she's still giving girls work, so it's not over for her yet. Maybe go back in there and fight Patty Kanzan, Lena Landsberg, or even Ketlin. Ketlin Vieira. I feel like Martin Reneau could still give a tough fight to somebody like Ketlin Vieira. So it's not all done for her yet, man. Still got more guts than a lot of these younger fighters out here. All right, what else? Okay, Lolita, we're going to talk this fight now. All right, so Lolita wants to talk. Well, we're going to talk the fight anyway, but you said let's talk. He said the trash fight. Cheyenne Bays in Conejo. I mean, honestly, going into this fight, everybody kept saying, like, Bays is going to win. Bays is going to win. People told me to look out for Bays. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm looking, but I'm not fully impressed. Okay? I was not impressed. So I stuck with who? I stuck with my guns. I said, Ruiz, Masrat, Conejo Ruiz is going to win this fight. And not because of the Contenders curse. Not because of the Contenders curse. I just felt like Ruiz was a much more confident fighter in her, how do I say this? Confident in her one-dimensionality. She is very tough. Like her guts, like she just goes balls to the wall with her style. Like we can say all day long, like, this girl's one dimension, but I felt like it was enough to get into the head of like Cheyenne. And Cheyenne Bays was going to fall for it. And lo and behold, she did. This is her first fight on the big scene, and everything happened pretty much the way I said it was going to happen. Especially, like, I know y'all saw the interview. I was going to post like a clip on my channel. Y'all saw the interview where, Cheyenne Bays was like, we're going to go in there, and I know all she does is just that stupid headlock throw. She's like, yeah, she just does that stupid headlock throw. We're prepared for that. And boom, how many times did she get taken down? How many times did she get taken down with the headlock throw? 4 times. I mean, the first time was embarrassing. I mean, let's be real. The first time was embarrassing. I mean, Conejo closed that distance after getting pieced up, went in there, body lock, went up to got that head, boom, body toss. Couldn't get up. Couldn't get up. She was up under that arm. It was almost like watching 2 kids fight. Like I remember I used to see kids getting them headlocks like that when I was, in high school or something. And one kid just on top of the other kid, just in that headlock, he just lays there. That's what it kind of reminded me of. I mean, no lie, I'm just saying. I'm saying that because, Baze talked all that trash saying that the headlock was stupid. But if it was that stupid, you couldn't even get out of it. It was like watching them kids, like I said, fighting at school. You just be watching them, and one of them just be laying there on his side, face turning red, getting punched in the face for like 4 minutes. And that's what it was. Second round, same thing. 2 times. She got up, got tossed back down with the same thing. But the third round, this is where we saw a little bit more of what will happen to Conejo in the future. Lolita said that Conejo chick, all she needs to meet a striker, someone with takedown defensive grappling skills, she's told. Exactly. That's what we about to talk about. So third round, Baze started putting the punches together, starting to put the footwork together. Boxing, front kicks, jabs, right hands. Conejo looked confused. Conejo really looked confused this round. So my thing was like, look, Conejo, where's your jab at? Where's your feints at? Where's your head movement at? You can't depend on that one headlock and body toss. Like, it's not a stupid move. No, not at all. But like, you can't depend on it. Like, Baze was just like, oh, we defended, we went over this in camp. We prepared for this, but that's one thing. But it's another for Conejo to just completely depend on that and just say, look, this is what I'm going to do. But the minute somebody else presents a threat to you, another alternative, you just go in there and you look almost as bad as she did. Because let's be honest, Conejo almost looked as bad as she did when it came down to it. But she got lucky, closed the distance again, headlock and body toss. Boom. Down again. Robot chickens, what's going on? Yeah, so I think that Baze did enough to win the round. Baze definitely did enough to win like the first 3 minutes with her striking. They finished on the ground and just went. Yeah, Colton, we about to get to that now. We hold on, let me see here. We about to get to that right now. Just fixing something. Okay, so yeah, when they finished with the ground and pound exchange, bell rung, got up. Conejo looked like she said something, and the way she projected her words, probably a little bit of spit came out. So Baze, she goes on offense. She goes straight on offense, tries to go after Bell, And did she spit on her intentionally? No, not at all. I don't think she did. I don't think she did. Like, Conejo, I don't think she's an immature fighter like that. I think she has the rough edge to her, but she's not the type to just spit on somebody. That's the lowest. That's the lowest of the low right there. And I don't think she had that in her. Like I said, she probably just said something and some spit came out. So she felt like that was another attack on her. So she went after her. But like I said, she didn't do it deliberately. So that was kind of like Baze just trying to amp it up and get the spotlight off of her taking such a dominant beatdown or dominant headlock for 3 rounds. Let's see. Let me go back up here real quick. Marcus said, how about this fight? Conejo versus Corey McKenna. I got Corey McKenna. let's be straight up. I just got Corey McKenna. Corey McKenna, physically strong, good takedown defense, powerful kicks, good combination puncher. Yeah. I think yeah. I'm going to go with Corey McKenna in that Conejo fight. You won't see her get tossed like that. Let's see. Conejo couldn't even finish her. No, she couldn't finish her. So it was really like a one trick on Conejo's part. I wanted to see more from her in the UFC debut. I know it was easy work for her because she just continued to do the same thing over and over, and just be like, okay, this is fine. This is all I got to do. So it's a little bit of exposure on both sides here. Like, it's bad on Bays' part because she couldn't do anything, but it's bad on Conejo's part because it makes it look like that's all she could do, especially when it came down to the boxing. All she could do was just depend on this headlock. So it was a little bit of exposure on both parts here. Flawed performance. Robert Henry said Ruiz. Hold on. Robert Henry said Montserrat's been in some octagon war, so I knew that Bays wasn't going to be about to sit down and piece her up. I actually thought Ruiz striking was better than that. Nah, she's a brawler. Like, even her last fight, she was just a brawler. What else? Yeah, Colton. Yeah, Coach Cheyenne said, "I'll follow you home." You follow her home. It's gonna be round 4, the same thing. You might get submitted this time. Gloria DePaula versus Cheyenne Bays. Yeah, I can see that happening. Like, I went with Gloria in that fight. I'm kind of kicking myself to even pick Gloria, giving her the edge, but deep down something in my mind kept saying, Jin Yu Fry, idiot, pick Jin Yu Fry. Jin Yu Fry is going to win this fight. But I gave Gloria the edge. Even after, talking about all those holes in the game, I still gave Gloria the edge, which I was an idiot on my part. I'm harsh on my picks sometimes, man. Like, when I don't go with what I know sometimes, man. All right, what else? Yeah, Corey McKenna. I'm going with Corey. Lolita's cash me outside. She do seem like one of them girls like that. BJ said, I think they're making Jojua versus Agapova. Well, for this one, BJ, I'm gonna go with Jojua. I'm gonna go with Jojua in this fight. I mean, Giant Bays, like, she's got good hands, but man, her takedown defense and her clinch game was just not there. I honestly wasn't like impressed with her UFC, her Contender Series win either. Honestly, I wasn't. Like, it was a good win. It was a good win just to showcase her as a fighter, but like, Hillary Rose. Who is Hillary Rose? Really, like, Hillary Rose was not like a big opponent, So I don't know, man. Like, with Cheyenne Bays. Okay, so Cheyenne and Conejo, both of these fighters. Let's be honest, like, how many of y'all see both of them losing their next fight? I mean, look, I like Conejo, but let's be honest. How many of you see them losing their next fight with the way the strawweight division is? Huh? Off of what these two fighters were doing. Conejo. getting pieced up, no striking at all. Really having trouble getting on the inside with somebody with a good jab. Okay? So who can she beat? Who else can she beat? Then Bays, man, like put her in there with Vernagen Naroba, Kanako Murata. Put any of them there with Corey McKenna. Put her back in there with her original opponent, Kay Hansen. What's gonna happen? Same thing, Conejo in there with I'm not even talking about like the top level fighters. I'm just talking about the lower levels. Conejo, I could see her beat. Let me see. Could she beat Kay Hansen? Man, that's a tough one. I don't know. I think Conejo could beat Kay Hansen. I could see Conejo beating Kay Hansen more so than Bays. Janaroba though. I could see Janaroba beating Conejo. You know, that girl's a grappling master. You know what I mean? Who else? Oh my goodness. Amanda Lemos. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm saying. Like even the lower level of fighters in the strawweight division, Amanda Lemos is TKO in both of them. Amanda Lemos is TK in both of these fighters. Livia Renata Souza is putting a grappling clinic on both of these fighters. You know? I think, again, Conejo might be a little bit more competitive with Souza. I think that fight might be more competitive, but I can even see Souza doing work. So yeah, man, Contender Series fighters, they're on a losing streak right now. They're not on a good rap sheet with me right now. I mean, I'd rather bring over some of these Invicta ladies, man. Like aside from like Conejo, I'd rather bring over Emily Ducote. At least Emily Ducote got some experience. Yeah, man. So yeah. What else? That's what I really just want to come on and talk about. Hang on. Let's see. Cole said, what do you think about fighters fighting on the same card as their significant other? I haven't really, well, I thought about it Saturday. I kind of think, I'm kind of mixed about it. I think it could kind of be a bad thing because I think whenever one fighter, you know, if the husband loses or the wife loses, they tend to, I think the energy kind of follows through, if that makes sense. You know, they went 0-2 Saturday. I think maybe whenever she's seeing her husband get stopped, it kind of took a little something out of her. You know, maybe they second guess themselves. Maybe they feel like the pressure's on them. Like, now I gotta win. Now I gotta look good. So I think it's kind of harsh on them because maybe if they are going to corner each other too, they got to be prepared for that. And they got to be like, okay, even when I lost, I got to go in. Even after losing, I got to go in here and coach my wife, coax her up, hype her up. But it's going to be hard for her to be hyped up because she just seen me lose, especially if you lose in a fashion like he did. So I don't know. I don't think I would really I don't think I would be on the same card as my significant other. What about you, Colton? I mean, that's my feeling. Like I wouldn't. You said Michael Bisping, and the other commentator said the guy was relieved when Cheyenne lost too. Damn. Yeah, he might have felt some type of way if she won and he didn't. Yeah, because even in boxing, when the Charlos were on the same card, Jamel Charlo, he lost, and I think it kind of affected Jamal Charlo's performance. Like he won, but barely won, So I think it kind of affects. Like, yeah, if my wife was on this, no, if my wife was a fighter, I really wouldn't want to be on the same card. Oh, Robert, um, probably not because I'm about to get off here in like 15 minutes. Yeah, I ain't gonna do a link tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a link tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna be on here like another 15 for sure. I know you want to go in too, man, but shoot. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're trying to go in, but yeah, I'll be out of here in like 15 minutes. So yeah, man. What else? We got some good stuff being worked on. Um, TJ, what's going on? Yeah, man. TJ. Oh, you right, TJ. We were just talking about that. I mean, I'm not sold on her either, man. Like I picked her to win, of course. I mean, when you look at skills and heart, you can definitely say, okay, this person's gonna win and this person's gonna lose. But nah, man, like, yeah, I'm not sold on her beating the best in there. Or even like you say, semi decent competition. Nah, man. Like, what about you, TJ? TJ? Do you see Conejo and Bays losing their next fight? Do you see both of them losing their next fight? Exactly, Robert. I ain't trying to get beat up in front of my main squeeze. That's how I said. Like, I'm on the, you know, I wouldn't do it. If I'm gonna be on, if I know my wife gonna be on the fight card, I'm gonna be like, nah, I ain't gonna be on the same card as you. Especially if I'm gonna be in her corner too. Like, if she lose or I lose first, um, it's gonna put somebody in a different energy, and then they're just gonna be like, oh man, like I hope they lose too. Or if I walk away with the win, or who knows if I lose and my wife walks away with the win, I might be feeling salty just by instinct. Oh yeah, you said yeah, TJ. Yeah, man. I'm saying like off of what I saw, one fighter just do a headlock like 4 times in a row, and that's it, and never look for like a straight up finish. Yeah, Conejo. Let's talk about that. Like Conejo did not look for a finish. Conejo did not look for a finish at all. She just kept on doing this headlock. Like I thought she was trying to make sure she could lock in the neck and get the choke eventually, but nah, man, she just laid there. She just laid there with her and never put her in a position to really submit her. I thought maybe eventually she would tap, but I was like, the position she had her in, Bays was able to shift her weight off of her neck, and she was able to still roll at times. So every time she would roll, she would take that pressure off. So she was just locked in, trapped, but she was never in trouble of getting submitted. So I thought that was kind of like a point where Conejo had to say, look, I need to lock this down and finish her. So if you don't go in there with the mind to finish in these positions where you have somebody trapped, then eventually, yeah, you're going to lose, which will possibly be the next fight, because straw weights, man, ain't nothing to play with, man. You got to go in there and be done. Yeah, the Brunson fight, Holland fight, it was it wasn't good. It wasn't really anything I wanted to make a video about. So TJ said I was unimpressed by Ruiz, but that Bays couldn't avoid the same exact move defies words. Man. Lita said, have you ever seen those videos where rabbits and roosters finish mating? They just lay there. Hey, she is Conejo. That is a rabbit, right? Yeah, I've seen the rabbits do that. I used to have rabbits. Yeah, rabbits, boy. I mean, rabbits, they go a mile a minute. So, rabbits, they go a mile a minute. So when they done, boy, they be done. They be out. Yeah, she just wanted the bag, man. You got to get the bags first fight in. But I don't see her beating anybody. I don't see Bays beating anybody in the strawweight division right here. If you couldn't get out of that, let me see. Angela Hill beats her. Mackenzie Dern will beat her. Verna, Lemos, Felice. Oh man, Felice is still number 15. What's Felice doing in here? She might beat Felice. I don't know at this point. At this point, she may beat Felice. Yeah. Do I give Juliana any chance to beat Nunes? I give 25 to 30%. There's always an opportunity on the ground. I mean, on the feet, I can always see Amanda landing better kicks, better strikes, just because she's more fluid on her feet. Juliana Pena's improving on her striking, and she's got a little bit better with her hands. But let's be real, Amanda Nunes is just so much more polished on the feet. But if it went to the ground, and if it went maybe to the 4th or 5th round, Juliana Pena may have a chance. Like, if Juliana Pena is able to test the gas tank, make it physical in some clinches, work the body with knees, be active on top. If it goes to the ground, yeah, I say maybe about a 30%, 35% chance she can win. 30 to 35%, Because if it goes to the ground, yeah, there's always a possibility. But damn, man, I'd be like, damn, yo, like GDR submitted you. Whenever GDR submitted Pena, I was like, what? It's like, you let a non-submission artist submit you, get their first submission win off you. That's like, man. So sometimes you gotta take away from that. You gotta take away some points from her, because if you let somebody like that submit you, then yeah, that puts Amanda Nunes in a better light. BJ says 50-50. I say it's about 65-35. 65-35, 70-30. We're in that range. With TJ said Conejo versus Harry. I would actually have to pick Conejo against Harry at this point. But Loma Labudni versus Bays, I'm going with Loma. I would go with Loma in that fight. Yeah, man, Juliana Pena loses them big fights, man. That's why I'm like, I can't say it's 50-50. Like, there's not enough in the striking department to make it even. And then if it goes to the ground, she gets a little reckless, but that's her best chance. Like, taking a fight to the ground, her grappling, her activity on the ground is good. Her hand control on the ground is good. Her ability to, just peel wrists off and hand fight is all there, and just being active in her guard, fighting off her back. That's where that major 35% comes in. But on the feet is going to be Amanda Nunes all day long. So yeah, I can't say it's 50-50. Believe me, I like to see Pena pull something off. I like to see Juliana Pena pull something off. Because she's been fighting a long time, and I'm one that says she deserves a title shot. Yeah, but will she win? That's another story. Like, that's another story. You earned it. But winning it, you got to go in there and win it. You gotta prove me wrong. Yep. Okay, I'll be back on tomorrow definitely, because we'll talk fight week coming up again. We got another fight week coming up, so we'll be back on tomorrow. Let's see. Damn. He said it ain't 50-50 unless she in a wheelchair. Dang. He said, man, the Nunes still rolling over her. He said, man, is still gonna roll over her. She gonna roll over that foot. Man, hang on one second. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, y'all. What were y'all saying? Okay, Colton said, what do you think about GDR saying she wants to fight Nunes again, and if she loses, she'll retire? That's fine. I mean, I think she'll lose again, but if she wants that chance and she earns it, that's fine too. I mean, if she gonna retire after that and not ask for a fourth and fifth fight, then I'm fine with that. Let her get her shot. But honestly, I don't want to see a third fight, because I think Amanda done beat her 2 times convincingly. The first fight she stopped her. Second fight she just took her to school on the ground, just dominated. So yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, there's so many other good fights for her. Like, I'd like to see her fight Megan, just to put on a good, like, exciting type performance. Two strikers. GDR and Valentina still a fight I keep on asking about, man. I don't know why I want to see that matchup, but I do. Okay, TJ said, and as I always say, if you won't bet me, then you're not serious about what you say. Man. Yeah, when it comes to the Nunes fight, yeah, I'm on that. I'm on the same page with that. But when I say Rose and Zhang is 50-50, yeah, that's why I'm not betting on that. Definitely not betting on Weili Zhang because I'm not confident in my pick yet. I haven't picked yet. I will drop my pick, but I haven't picked yet. Yeah, Jessica Panay and Hannah Goldie fight too, right? So I know everybody wants to see that. What else? What else we got? Yeah, so this weekend, it was this past weekend. I like the fight. I like the Macy Mari Reneau fight. It was a good competitive fight. I think that Macy still has some work to do before she starts taking on the top 5 bantamweights. Like I said, I like her chances definitely against Aspen Ladd. I think Macy is just too big. She'll be like a tent. She's just gonna cover Aspen Ladd. I see her in a war with Irene Aldana and Yana Kunitskaya. I see Holly Holm and GDR beating Macy though. When you get into the top 3, those are the guaranteed losses for her at this point. So, Macy Chiasson got work to do. Man, I got a video coming out, TJ. I don't know if y'all saw the interview, but I'm gonna talk a little bit about it now. But I got a video I want to drop tomorrow. TJ, Jessica Andrade is picking Rose to beat Weili because she said Weili isn't a complete fighter like Rose. She said Rose is a complete fighter, but it's very contradictory to what she said 2 years ago. It's very contradictory to something she said 2 years ago about Rose and about Weili, which I'll talk about tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say right now. So I think Jessica just won another shot at the belt against Rose, but Jessica Andrade is picking Rose to win. I mean, the way she made it sound easy. That's why I'm gonna do this video, because it ain't easy. I mean, everybody can have their picks, but is it really gonna be easy? Because believe me, look, I like Rose, but I'm not gonna lie. Either, I like JoJo, but I know that Valentina was gonna go in there and do that thing, do some work. I know she was gonna go in there and do work. You got to be ready for somebody, Valentina, and JoJo's not ready for that. So I wouldn't lie on her, but Rose, same deal. Rose, Valentina Shevchenko, Jessica Andrade, they're all picking Rose. I'm like, y'all make it sound easy though. The way y'all are picking her, like, break it down for me, because even I gotta break it down for myself. Because I know you're a Rose fan too, Robert, but I'm a Rose fan, but I'm a Weili fan too, and I'm a fan of good fights. I'm a fan of good fighters. So when it comes down to the math, man, math don't always work, but I just gotta go off of, like, I just gotta really go off of what I've been seeing as of lately, man. Like, mm. BJ said Andrade about to be the flyweight champion. He's serious too, boy. He got that shit in caps. He put it in all caps. Whaley beats Rose, sets up Andrade. Zhang 2 at flyweight, huh? Let's say if Andrade did win that belt, I think if Whaley moved up to 125, she would beat her again. If Whaley moved up to 125 to fight Andrade, she would beat her again. But yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. Both of these fights are gonna be good fights. I am gonna drop these predictions soon. I just gotta go back and watch some fights here, man. I wanna go and see some more of Rose's fights. I'm gonna watch them backwards this time. I wanna watch what she does well now, and then what habits, bad habits and good habits does she have that have stuck with her from the past. So I'm gonna go look at some of her old fights. Colton said, how far do you think Lemos will go? I think Lemos is gonna get to the top 5. I think she could definitely fight for the title though, man. Like, but I think when she comes across, like, if Marina Rodriguez, let me see, I could see her and Marina Rodriguez fighting at some point. If she can win a fight with either Marina or Joanna, or if anything happens with Joanna being out of the mix, then I could see her breaking into the top 5 and eventually maybe getting the title shot. For real, yeah. I could see Lemos getting in there. Just got to keep working though, man. Because what is Lemos right now? It's going to be a while though. She's number 14, so maybe if she takes on Michelle Waterson just to take her 8th spot, and then maybe fight the winner of Mackenzie Dern and Ansaroff to get into the top 5. I could see her in like the top 5 soon. Maybe like by 2022. Yeah. Yeah, BJ. If Tatiana gets back in the mix, then yeah. If Tatiana gets back in the mix, it's gonna be on. As soon as Tatiana gets back, everybody's in a body bag, man. I'm being real. That's like the only fighter, like, Tatiana's like the only one where I can say nothing is 50-50 when she comes through. It's all her. I mean, when I saw her hit the strawweight scene, I was like, man, I don't see too many strawweights doing anything with Tatiana, man. Like, Joanna would have been her toughest fight, but Joanna turned down that fight with Tatiana. Joanna turned down a fight with Tatiana a couple years ago. So I was like, man, is it like that? I was like, I guess so. But yeah, I always favored Tatiana over Rose. I favored her over Wei Li. I favored her over Jessica Andrade. And I believe that fight was on the horizon if if she didn't face this neck injury though. I don't know if Tatiana's coming back right now. I really don't. I don't know if she is coming back right now. I mean, she talked about coming back in the summer. But yeah. Oh no, BJ, they'll probably they probably disagree with me too, because you know Rose fans are gonna disagree, Whaley fans are gonna disagree. If I do a video on that, they will dislike because they have disliked some of my talking points on Whaley and Rose. So yeah, they will oppose if it was me, because some people think Tatiana is not as much of a force as I think she is, which she is, man. Tatiana has those right tools to shut down strikers, grapplers, a little bit of everything, man. So yeah, I'm going to still ride with Tatiana BJ for real. Robot Chicken. Okay, you say you think you're not crazy. Okay, you think Murata would give Tatiana hell? I want to see a little bit more from Murata. Like I want to see what she can do with this next fight, and I want to see what she could do in the top 10. Like if she blows out fighters like Verna, Claudia, and even like a Joanna, then maybe we'll talk. But that would be a good wrestling match, though. That would be a good wrestling match. But I think Murata does have a little bit going for with the hands on her level. Mm. He said Magnum. Rose was affected by the humidity, allergies, whatever. What? Yeah, but yeah, Robot, I think so too, man. Robot, I think Murata will give Tatiana some trouble if she progresses and gets better. Because she does have some striking, and that'll be a tough wrestling match. Yeah, I don't know. That's the one thing I'm kind of not trying to think about. Yeah, she might not be the same. We'll see, though. Yeah, but I just got some food cooking up here, and it's taking a little longer. So guess what? I'm on here a little bit longer. So yeah, let's see. Cheyenne Bays and Conejo are really going to be in for a rude awakening as we see them make their strawweight journey. I think that what we saw from both fighters, even in a win for Conejo, it's a very, very eye opening performance where people are not opening their eyes as in being astonished, but being more so like, okay, this is going to be easy. You know, this is going to be a point where I can just go in here and jab this girl to death, make sure my takedown defense is on point, and I could get an easy win over it. So there's going to be a road where there's going to be a time where, look, somebody needs to tell her now. Because there's going to be a time when she comes off against one of these fighters, like even Mackenzie Dern, who's been developing her striking, is going to beat somebody like Conejo. You come in there with wild moves with her and wrestle her down, man. Mackenzie Dern is submission specialist. Yeah, TJ, I meant to get back at you on that, man. You made it sound easy, like Gloria's gonna win. I should have bet you on that, and then maybe if I would have put money up, I would have picked Jin Frey for sure because I didn't see her beating her like that easy, man. I was like, nah. I was like, Gloria Paula, you take her to the ground, she's gonna be done for. Lobster risotto. Oh, you throwing down? Okay. I got got some turkey wings. Yeah, I'm doing turkey. Colton said Cheyenne had some good combinations during the time. Yeah, she did have some good combinations on the feet, man, for real. Colton, man, her hands looked nice, but her angles were bad. She was waiting. Her takedown defense wasn't there, and she was just waiting too much. Um, Not firing a good jab off down the pipe, which you're supposed to do against a short wrestler like that. You're supposed to keep that jab in the face and go slam it in the face, follow it with a one, follow it with the two, and just keep them back. Keep them off balance. But she was never in that mode. She was just clam up on the clinch, and she would be taken down. Yo, yeah, BJ ain't riding no bandwagon. He doing it. Yeah, I ain't riding no bandwagon either. That's why I said, look, this is me. Tatiana is, I don't care what nobody say. Tatiana is a nightmare. You know. Well, Mackenzie Dern's working on her hands. I think her hands are better. Robot. I think Mackenzie Dern's hands are better than Conejo. I gotta re-upload something. Something happened to a file. Oh man, let's see. Yeah, just delete it. Something happened with this other file that was on live stream. So I'm gonna probably restream this Cobra Kai Cobra Kai review I did. So if y'all want to stay tuned after I get off of here, that's gonna pop back up. So I'm gonna be doing that because I had to delete this other one because something happened with the audio and the music on there. So yeah, I was just checking it now, and yeah, I had some issues with it. So yeah, I'll be back with that live stream video playing after this. What y'all talking about? Hold on. Oh, I'm hoping Colton. I'm hoping Askren wins. I hope Askren get dirty and he whoop Jake Paul. I hope he gets dirty and he whoops him. I'm not really gonna watch it though. I'm just saying. So, just tell me the result. So, yeah, I need to reach out to Miranda Maverick. I probably tell her I'll get her back on after she wins Saturday. Because I started to do an interview with her a couple weeks ago, but it was kind of short notice. So I told her, look, you can't right now. I understand. I ain't gonna do it yet. So I said I'll do the interview with her after she wins Saturday. She wins Saturday, that'll be good. I mean, that's good timing. But yeah, ain't nothing really. I mean, we can talk about right now because tomorrow I'm gonna talk about Andrade. Yeah, you heard me, Colton. After she wins Saturday, I know BJ heard that. I'll have her on after she wins Saturday. That's the only option. Um, What else is going on? I keep losing track here. I'm just chilling today, man. Something I don't do a lot of, but yeah. Miranda Maverick, Jillian Robertson, Hannah Goldie versus Jessica Panay. I think, yeah, that's it for next weekend, right? I don't know though. Y'all gotta I gotta ride BJ on this, man. I think Ariane Lipsy gonna get beat. I'm just saying. I think this might be Montana's fight. Montana might pull off what Shevchenko did, but she gonna do it in a little bit more dominant fashion. Like if it, she gonna take it to the ground, and it'll be over a little bit quicker. It's gonna be a little bit quicker. I think Montana going. Yeah, I agree with BJ on that. I think Montana might win this fight against Lipsky. Well, not might. I think she will. Yeah, Jillian has a good chance to win, man. Like Jillian got a good chance to win this fight. I mean, I'm definitely not counting her out. That's what makes this fight exciting, man, because it's a time to say, look, man, this fight is gonna get us into the top 15. We going here against Jillian Robertson, who's known as a submission artist. So we gotta go for it. You know, Jillian has a great chance to win on the ground, so it's a big fight, man. I mean, not like a big major fight, but I mean, it's a good fight. It's a um good fight to either Jillian back in her put Jillian back into her mix where she, used to be, or it's gonna put Miranda in that mix. So I like it. I like it. Yeah, Montana gonna have to use that jab for sure though. Use the jab. Don't abandon the striking if it's working, man. Keep the striking going. Take it to the ground and boom, that's it. You should get it. Um, I don't know, Colton. It depends because Bea Malecki and Norma Dumont are fighting at 135. They're fighting at 135 in April, right? Yeah, Norma Dumont is fighting Bea Malecki at 135. So maybe in the future, if they did it at 135, but I don't think so. I don't know if they 145, but I don't think they're gonna make that happen. I still want to see Macy Chiasson and Megan Anderson though. He said, "Don't do Macy like that. Norma will serve." Oh, you think Norma's gonna beat Macy? Come on, BJ. I like Norma Dumont, but I don't think so, man. I think Macy Chiasson gonna put the right hand on Norma Dumont, man. You said Norma Dumont will serve her a whooping. I don't know about that. Nah, I don't know if Norma Dumont's gonna serve her up, man. Nah, you forgetting this is Macy, man. Macy at 145 or 135. I gotta go with Macy in that fight. I could see Montana sitting Lipsy down with a punch, though. Montana better get back on that winning pattern, man. She better get back on that winning streak, man. Do something. Montana, boy. BJ says Norma Cheney. I mean, whenever Megan Anderson landed that right hand, she was gone. And I think that Macy got that power to do damage like that. I think she do though. What's next for Yana? I think Yana and Macy Chiasson would be a good fight. I would like to see Yana and Macy, but I don't know. You know, if she breaking into the top 10 and she needs an opponent, I think Yana and Macy would be a good fight. But yeah, man, I'm about to get up out of here. Of course, went over a little bit of time. Well, I had some time this time because I was cooking something. So, yeah, we'll be back on tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow we're going to be talking about this right here. Hold on. Tomorrow. This is going to be up here on every. All right, that's going to be up here on every stream until fight night. You know, how many ever streams I do until then. I don't know if she was Yana wasn't looking too aggressive. Yeah, I think there was a round where she just let Ketlin kind of lay on her. You know, I don't think that Yana went all out. Like Yana actually went to the ground a lot in this fight. She never really looked for a finish. All right, Robert. But yeah, I'm about to get up. I'm more Jillian. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. If y'all want to link tomorrow, y'all can come in and we'll talk. Because, yeah, we're getting closer to March 27th. And we're getting closer to Jillian Robertson versus Miranda Maverick. So, any of y'all want to make y'all picks? Any of y'all want to change y'all picks? You know, we can do it. Of course, I'm not changing my pick, and I know BJ's not changing his pick. I think we're the only ones that have been solid on our pick. Some people have actually switched over to Jillian over the past few weeks. They said they were going with Jillian. So, hey, I mean, okay. Y'all gonna see. Some people went over to Jillian because they didn't like what Miranda said about fighting the champion. So, it's cool. It's cool. It's all right. I mean, I guess nobody can have a really positive outlook on becoming champion one day. So yeah, make sure y'all subscribe here, but we're gonna do more talk. Always gonna do WMMA talk for sure. And yeah, subscribe to No Filter MMA if y'all riding that Savage side. You know, y'all riding with the Savage, Jillian. That's where you're gonna get the stuff. That's where you're gonna get everything on Jillian Robertson right there. So yeah, open links tomorrow. Appreciate everybody in the chat coming through. The Bull Shevchenko. Yeah. She's gonna have a worthy opponent one day. I'm just saying, you know, she's gonna have a worthy opponent, and it's coming. But I did say this too. I said that for Miranda Maverick, if she wins, don't get too hyped up. You know, don't get hyped up where you smelling yourself and you think you're ready for the champion. Don't do that yet, because it's not strap season yet. I will say that for Miranda Maverick, it ain't strap season yet until you get into that top 5 and you taking names for real. Strap season don't start till you in there. Right now, you just got to get on the map, and you got to go in there and get into the rankings first. Break into the top 10, break into the top 5, and then the strap season. So yeah, that was the last thing I'll say, y'all. Again, peace out. And yeah, we'll be on tomorrow. Later.